Well, I always kind of felt at a young age that I had a similar attraction to the same sex, and a whole bunch of situations and circumstances happened to where I ended up shifting in that direction I always had.
I think ever since I had a relationship with another man, I always knew something wasn't right. And God drew me out of that relationship way back in 2003. I was no longer comfortable with being with other men. He was calling me into holiness. And even though at that time I tried to go against the grain, nothing would work out, and nothing felt right, it didn't fit. And I said, there's a reason for this. It's not just me failing at what I'm trying to do. It's God saving me from myself for another purpose.
I began to understand the Word of God more. I began to study more. I read the Word, which I wasn't able to do before. And as I began reading the Word, I saw in the Bible, which I never saw before, that homosexuality was wrong. And all these years that I was in that lifestyle and not caring about what I did or who I did, I began to realize that it was not in what God wanted for me. I heard people say that in the past, but until you actually read it for yourself, it's a whole nother story.
When my mother and my stepfather now, got together, I didn't want to get close to him. I had a fear of wanting to be loved by another man because of what the other man did. And so all of that kind of played a part of me going into that direction as far as dressing up in drag and stuff like that. And so when I would start dressing up, I just felt beautiful. I felt attractive. I felt like men wanted me, Although I had guys wanting me when I was just a regular male, gay male, once I started to dress up, it just felt extra for some apparent reason. And I think it had a lot to do with my cousins too, dressing me up, and me seeing the guys' reaction on that part too, because of me feeling insecure, not knowing who I was at that time. My identity was being shaped by life's situations. And so when I would dress up, I just felt, I didn't feel like any hurt on the inside, although I probably was hurting. But at the time, you're not thinking about none of that. You're just thinking about your accomplishment and what you can do as far as going further into enhancing your looks. And that's what I did.